Good morning to the students of Class 8. My name is Rancy and I am your computer teacher. We will start today teaching learning process with the help of online classes. Let's discuss first term syllabus. This time we have two chapters in your syllabus. Chapter 1, Operating System and Graphical User Interface, Role and Function. Chapter 2, Spreadsheet and Formula. This time spreadsheet chapter is your practical chapter. Right. Let's start from chapter number 1. Operating System and Graphical User Interface, Role and Function. Child, in this chapter you will learn about software operating system. All of you are very familiar with the term software and operating system. In this chapter we will learn about the functions and the types of operating system and also categories. A new term which you will learn in this chapter, that will be user interface and its type. So let's start from the topic software. But before that, they had given the definition of computer. Computer is an electronic machine that must be instructed to carry out tasks desired by us. It cannot do anything on its own. See, they said that computer is an electronic machine like any other electronic machine. It takes instruction from the user, process it and produce the output. Take the example of a fan. When you switch on the fan, then only the fan will start, otherwise it won't. It cannot do anything on its own. If you predict that the computer will do everything by its own, then it won't be possible. Next term we have software, also called program. Sometimes we use the term software, sometimes we use the term program. Software is also called a program, consists of series of related instructions organized for the common purpose that tell the computer what task to perform and how to perform. See, software or the program is nothing more than set of instructions which tell the computer what to do and how to do. It plays a vital role in computer system by creating bridge. What software is mostly doing? It creating a bridge between computer hardware and computer user. And how it create a bridge between computer hardware and a computer user? See, user is entering data or entering set of instruction through software or through set of program instruction. And that set of instruction is called software, or that set of instruction is called program. So indirectly or directly, software is a bridge between computer system and a user, because computer is a hardware machine or computer is an electronic machine who cannot do anything on its own. So software is a bridge between computer user and computer hardware. Using software program, user can accomplish a variety of tasks on computer. User interact with the software through its user interface. Now, what is user interface? User interface is a technique through which computer is entering data in the computer system. Mostly we all understand that computer understand the language of 0 and 1s. That is a character user interface. User interface is classified into two categories. One is a character user interface and second is a graphical user interface. Now, the system which you are using in these days, they all are based on graphical user interface. And what is the reason of then how can you say that this is a graphical user interface? Because you are able to read the contents easily. User can see the images such as icon. Let's go through the content. The user interface control how you enter data and instruction and how information is displayed on the screen. So, user interface is a technique to enter the data and instruction and to display the output. Software program today often have the graphical user interface or GUI. With a graphical user interface, user interact with the software using text, graphics and visual images such as icons. Right. Child, software is categorized into two categories. One is your application software and second is your system software. This all of you might be having the idea about it. Now let's start the next subtopic, that is a operating system. Operating system is a set of programs that contain instructions for coordinating all the activities among computer hardware resources. Now what is operating system? It is a set of program. What is that? Set of program. It simply establish a relation between the various resources of computer system. Resources are what? What are the resources of computer system? Keyboard, speaker, printer, mouse. These all are the resources. What operating system is doing? Operating system is coordinating all the devices to accomplish a task. It is considered as a backbone of the computer. If you will not install operating system in the computer system, your computer system is nothing more than just simply a box. Backbone of a computer, managing both software and hardware. Now, software is what? A bridge between computer user and computer hardware. And what is operating system? Operating system is a bridge between computer software and computer hardware. Different operating systems may be used by different sizes of computer. It is not necessary that the same operating system which you are using in your computer system, same operating system we are using in banks also, or in restaurants, or anywhere else. See, different operating system may be used in different sizes of computer. For example, a mainframe computer does not use the same operating system as a personal computer. Like I had told you that the operating system which you are using in your computer, the same operating system you are not using in banks or in restaurants, because the capacity of storing the data is very different. Even the same type of computer, such as desktop computer, may not use the same operating system. This is possible that the if I'm using Windows 7, you might be using Windows 10 or Windows XP or 2000. It's up to you. While purchasing application software, you must ensure that it works with the operating system. And what is operating system? Operating system is basically your system software. Work with the operating system installed on your computer. Take the example, you install Windows 2007 in your computer system, but you want to store MS Office 2010 in your computer system. Then both are not compatible with each other, because your system software is Windows 2007 and your application software is 2010. So they both are not compatible with each other, right? The operating system that computer uses is called platform. Right? Called platform. Your computer system, your HCL or your HP computer, this is the box or the electronic devices which you are using, that is called the platform. The operating system resides in the hard disk of a computer. When you turn on your computer, it gets loaded. See, it gets loaded from the hard disk into primary memory, that is RAM, and RAM is random access memory. So now, as I told you, operating system in a simple term, what it is? It is your system software, right? Child, we learn about the definition of operating system. Now question is, why we need operating system? Operating system recognize input from the input devices, and which are input devices? Keyboard, mouse, and so on. Coordinates the display of output and manage data and instructions in computer memory and information stored on hard disk. So basic need of operating system is to simply recognize the input from the input devices, coordinate the output, and store that information or store that output in the computer system. Operating systems monitor different programs and users, making sure everything runs smoothly without interference. Like if the specific memory is allotted to saving a file, then that memory should not disturb the working of printer. An operating system has a vital role to play in security. In security means in the computer system all the resources work properly. So the basic role or the most important role of operating system is to play in security. Its job includes preventing unauthorized users from accessing the computer system. Sometimes we put password on a computer system and the person who don't know our password, or if illegally someone try to access our computer system, that is protected also by the operating system. It also helps in establishing the internet and network connection. So it can also be one of the role that it helps in establishing the internet and network connection, one of the role of operating system. Now we have features of operating system. The very first feature which they had mentioned in the first 3-4 lines, they are talking about the definition of operating system and how it works, like the things which we had already discussed in your last paragraphs. The main features of operating systems are: it manages the sharing of internal memory along multiple applications. The multiple applications you are running at a time, like you are listening the music also, you are playing the game also, and you are taking the printout also. So what operating system is doing, it manages the sharing of internal memory. Internal memory is your RAM. So it manages the sharing of internal memory among multiple applications. It handles and monitors input and output to and from attached hardware devices such as hard disk and printers. Like how to enter the data, how to display the data, whether the data is saved or not. These all things are managed by the operating system. It schedules the activities of CPU and resources to achieve efficiency. Efficiency means sequentially. If one task, here first come first serves concept arise. Like the instruction which is provided to the computer system, first that instruction will be executed, then the next instruction will be get executed. So first come first serve technique we use it, and that is used by the operating system. It sends messages to each application about the status of operation. Let's see that sometime we download document through internet, right? So whenever the download get completed, that time they send a message that downloading is done, or when you take out the printout, then when the printing process is finished, then also they send the message. So who is sending these messages? All the messages are sent through the operating system. That's why they had written that it sends messages to each application about the status of operations.